you got to be careful with dollar metrics because, I mean, there's just more stuff out there to destroy. So that certainly influences some of the sort of numbers that we see in terms of disasters. But I don't think we can discount the fact that extreme weather is perhaps in some cases becoming more frequent or intense. There's a recent National Academy of Sciences report. I was actually one of the co-authors that looked at what we can say about linking current extreme events to the changing climate system. So, yeah, the caution is that certainly some of these numbers are inflated by the fact that there's more stuff to burn or flood,
right.
but that doesn't discount the sort of physical changes we're seeing either.
Okay, so how does that relate to climate change then? Because originally when climate change was discussed, we were told by the climatologists, I'm a meteorologist, that we would just see more extremes, drier dry, hotter hot, wetter wet. Can we say that this is a connection to that? We're starting to see that?
Yeah, I think I would encourage people to go and Google and download the National Academy of Sciences report. If you want a synopsis of that, I actually wrote about it in Forbes earlier in the spring last year. What we need to do is get rid of this question, was it caused by climate change? I think whenever there's an event, people immediately say, oh, was Superstorm Sandy caused by climate change? Were the Louisiana floods caused? That's our report found that that's the wrong question. What we need to be asking is, are the intensity or the frequency of these events affected by a changing climate system? And yes, I know there's somebody out there saying, well, we always had floods, we always had hurricanes, climate changes naturally. That's a true statement. Well, home runs change naturally too in Major League Baseball until the steroid era. So we have to kind of think about it from a couple of lenses rather than sort of our more narrow perspective.
So let's talk about these warm days that we've had, the second warmest year on record. What does that mean for more extreme weather events? I would think that the warmer temperatures would fuel more extreme weather events, even on the cold side too, right? Because you have a bigger imbalance.
Yeah, you know, it's counterintuitive to many people to think that we can actually see in changes to cold weather events because of a warming climate. But there's increasingly research that show by Jennifer Francis at Rutgers, for example, that suggests that changes in the climate and melting up in the Arctic region is changing our jet stream patterns. Our jet stream patterns that you guys talk about on the Weather Channel, those highs and lows, those ridges and troughs, and the amplification of that, how deep those ridges waves are, can impact both warm events and cold events. But the key is it really is the extremes. It's not the averages. People notice the impacts of extremes. And so that's what we need to be talking about.